a dynamic of working with divine light and transmitting it to someone else, it moves through you. And so in also assisting someone else, we grow in the process. When and if we're doing the work. So if we're not doing the work, then now we're aware of what that feels like. And so then you take that moment to just stop and really let go. Really let go. So that you're not doing it based on rote from before, because we live in the now time. And so working on rote doesn't really, you're not really working with light, you're working with the habit patterns of your brain. And that's not going to create big change. It will just feed what already is, so that you understand this. This is a small snippet of it for you to take a look at. It's not the whole pie. So if you don't feel the small shifts and subtle changes, then that tells you, oh, gee, I didn't let go. Okay, so I'm going to just stop and really take a moment to let go. When you really stop and take a moment to let go, you feel yourself kind of sink into yourself, and there'll be a little bit of a movement just in that. Okay. But when you really do the work, you'll feel shifts and changes. You might not understand what they are yet until they roll out. They might just be participating in something that has been happening, or it might be the beginning of something happening. But sooner or later, we all know from experience that it clicks and that illumination hits, or the articulation of that illumination hits. So when we work with the cosmic consciousness of our divine soul knowing, even in the small, big and small ways in our life, you can always be aware of, am I really doing the work, or am I just giving lip service to the work? Okay? But if you're really doing the work, then you are going to change through it. So you can't do the work and expect to not change. If you don't want to change, if you don't want to be fluid, you will not do the work. You'll do lip service. It's easy to forget that we're in the collective, and it's easy to forget that we, when we're doing the work, that we get fluid too. So we might be holding the thought, but we're shifting and changing because that other person, if they receive it, is shifting and changing. And you don't have one without the other. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for being interested in learning on how to live your light more fully and freely with emotional freedoms that you haven't even yet begun to dream of, and that gives you the courage and clarity to live your divine soul purpose. Now, just so that I play well with the algorithms here on YouTube, be sure to like the video. Please leave me a comment, because I do love more two-way conversations, and subscribe if you want to stay in touch with any of the new material that I'm putting out there.